Maybe a little bit more here. And here we are, Tulip City. I believe is where we are. There's some power to this thing. See what we can figure out. Get rid of the old yokes, because the yoke's on you. Alright. Oh, look at that. All my controls are coming to life. Okay. Alright. Set up for takeoff and landing here. Turn everything else on, maybe. Maybe not. Well, you know what? That's alright. We're gonna go without GPS. I like it. You know what? I'll bet you here. Nope. Well, I don't see any thing popped out there. Now the question is going to be, you gonna turn on? It's being a little. Oh. Well, smacktastic. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to try and restart it and see what we get. It's always so much fun trying to make it all work when it doesn't wanna. It's kind of like me, 3:45 in the morning. Anyways, good evening. Welcome once again. WNFS Broadcasting here. We're gonna try it again. Let's see. 1, 2. Hey, we've got some screens now. Alright. See where our radios are. What kind of nonsense are we doing? Okay. Well, let's see, I gotta go over to my fuel tanks now, get them set to the right locations again. Because we're not gonna start out flying level. Takeoff and landing. Okay. So here we are in the Crendo 337. The push-pull variety. Nice little thing here. Let's have a look. Yup, she's pretty. One more click over here. Looking around, everything's looking good. Let's go ahead and kick this front engine on. Maybe yes, no, maybe so. I gotta remember, did I set the parking brake? I think we're good to go now. Okay, fine. You know what? I guess I should give it some fuel. There we go. She said, really? I guess I'll come to life. Alright, let's check our ATIS here and see what the weather's doing, so that way we know which old
Bravo India Victor automated weather observation 21000 Zulu. Wind 235 at 1 tree. Visibility 10 in heavy rain. Sky condition few clouds at 2,500 feet, 4,800 feet, scattered few clouds at 14,300 feet. Temperature, tree 4C, dew point, 10C, altimeter 2978.
Okay, well, that didn't seem right. Let's check that again.
Automated weather observation 2100 Zulu. Wind, 235 at 1 tree. Visibility, 10 in heavy rain. Sky condition, few clouds at 2,500 feet, 4,800 feet, scattered few clouds at 14,300 feet. Temperature, tree 4C, dew point.
I think that's an old,
2978.
I think that's going to be an old weather report. Because, heavy rain, wind. Yeah, not even my weather radar is picking that stuff up, so it's probably a little older of a weather report, but that's okay because we're going to take off out of runway 26. We're going to go ahead and get my let's see, my logbook going, and we're ready to go now. Of course, it seems to think that it's going to be that way too. So here we go. Kick those brakes off. Let's give it some. Okay, kick those brakes off now. Alright, 2978 is what our altimeter is. We're taking off runway 26. So let's change our heading to 260 and get the right way and know which way we're going to have to take off. Alright, so our heading bug is saying that way, which means we want to go this way. As you can see by the, oh darn it, get that menu out of here. As you can see by the runway sign there, 26 is to the left and 8 is to the right. See, I'm looking straight at radar on my, yeah, my logbook app, and there's weather out there, but it's not showing me anything where I'm sitting at currently. So we'll have to see what the what is here when we get to the end of the runway. Maybe we can get a quick flight in before things get too wonky on us here. Go all the way down to the end and turn in on runway 26. Let's go ahead and put a notch of flaps in it. Alright, so this is telling me that we have a little bit of crosswind. Ooh, yeah, it looks like we do. You can see it over there on the windsock. Looks like we get a considerable amount of crosswind. Looks like about 13 knots. So that means our left side's going to want to try to fly first. So we're going to give left aileron on the takeoff roll here. Try and keep it, you know, hanging in where it needs to. As you can see, it's trying to blow the aircraft around to the right. Sorry, I'm not trying to make anybody sick here. While we're kind of rolling up here, I'm going to go ahead and... No. Okay, now the rear engine is fired up and running. And here we go. Tulip City traffic, Cessna 00 Michael, entering runway 26 for north departure. Tulip City. Looking out there. Nothing happening. Alright. Everything's looking pretty good. See if we can't bring those cylinder temperatures up in our rear engine right quick. Take a second or two as it's starting to climb. Exhaust gas temperatures are coming up. Rumps looking okay. Let's check our magnetos here. Go down to the left one. Dropped about 100 RPM. Let's go down to the right one. Dropped 100. So we look good there. Exhaust gas temp is starting to level out right at 1,000. Cylinder head temperatures are catching up. So you know what? Before we wait any longer, let's get rolling here. Squirrely here on the runway. That's due to the crosswind. She loves it. The I said, folks, I'm not trying to make anybody sick. I'm trying to hold on to it. Positive climb runway heading. Ish. Ish, I said. Up we go. Let's start this climb. And we're going to turn, we're going to come up a little bit. Get some altitude. I see one cell out. There's Lake Michigan. There's one pretty healthy looking cell just out on the other side of Lake Michigan at Milwaukee. Not quite in range yet for the radar. It's not picking it up anyways. Always forget to trim it for takeoff. Let's bring those flaps in. Alright. The log. Let's see if we can... I'm pointing right at it, so... One would think I'd be able to see it. Let's see. What's the range on that radar? 240 miles. You know what? I don't even know what the distance across Lake Michigan here is. So, it's very likely that it could be out of my distance. We're not going to worry too much about it as we are going to turn right here. Yeah. I did my departure. Thank you. We're going to turn right here and head to the north. And it don't look that far away. It looks like rather sporty, so I kind of wonder maybe we'll see it before we get too far. Alright, so here we go. First place we're going to go is up by Muskegon, right? So let's go ahead and get our heading set about where we want to be right now. Should be pretty decent, so we'll go there. Put our heading sync on, and we'll go ahead and do an altitude hold. We're at about 3,600 feet, so we're going to do about good. Or 2,600 feet, I'm sorry. Flying over the land of the Wolverines. Someplace I'll be visiting here pretty soon. Place I'm going to be visiting is back that way, though. Me and the whole family. So we've got probably, I don't know, let's say, 30 miles. Maybe a little less than that. Just on the other side of that, there's a whole string of airports coming up here that we can check out. One right there off the nose. That one, I believe... Trying to see who that is. I don't know if that's Ferrysburg, Grand Haven, I'm not sure. I'm thinking that's neither. How about that? I think it's not even an airport now that I look at it. Hey, it's kind of loud out here. Can you guys keep it down? Interesting side of the sound of the 337 is you got to push and pull. That back motor is absolutely captating the front motor's airstream. Well, hey, I see something. Let's try doing this. Well, looky there. 45 miles ahead, it's looking a little interesting there, ain't it? Must be that right up ahead of us. Well, we'll see what we get here. It's amazing some of the textures and landscapes you see here. This is using the the Google Maps map injector. I think that our altitude hold has failed us. So we are going to take, oh yes, it most certainly has. Oh look, you want me to stay at this altitude, what a concept. Actually, no, airplane, I want you to go down to about 3,000 feet, so get to get. Start 800 foot per minute dive. We might get a little wet ahead of us here, as you can see. Like I said, a little bit of weather on the radar. We're going to go ahead and bring our throttle back just a tad bit. Back a tad bit. So as to not stress the engine so much. Everything's looking good as far as cylinder head temperatures and temperatures for exhaust gas temperatures. I knew I'd figure out the words I was looking for. And we're just zooming along. Coming up on Grand Memorial Air Park. It's going to be out at about our 11 o'clock here. And that's it right about there. As good old Slant Alpha would say, that looks suspiciously airstrippy. Oh, I see a beacon light. So, yep, that's it. Now there's several little strips here in this particular area. Pardon me, my sinuses are an absolute abhorrent mess right now. Now there should be some, like 3 of them, like right over there. Now they may just be little bush strips, but that's okay. There you can see Grand Haven Memorial right there. Zooming right on by. Storm cell out here off to our 1 o'clock. Let's give that weather radar a bit of a tilt. At least the red dots went away. I think we could probably keep going down a little bit more. Let's go down to 2,000 feet. Let's stay just below these clouds here. Now out here on right over yonder, somewhere should be Ferrisburg to our side here. Might be behind the old pillar right there. Not seeing any beacons currently, but they have a way of popping up when you least expect them. Should be right over there, but I'm not certain. Oh, but you know what I do see? Muskegon County Cessna 00 Mike requesting permission to transit airspace. Just enter Class D airspace from Muskegon, which is right over here. That's it right there. Let's see if we can get some kind of an answer on that. We're transiting Muskegon right now. There you see the runway indicator. Man, I think the weather finally caught up to us. Or we caught up to the weather, I'm not sure which. Okay, so what we're going to do next, I'm going to cheat, I'm going to use some good old radio navigation. And we are going to tune into Traverse City. The Traverse City VOR, which is 114.6. 114.60. On a 210 course. We're going to change our heading to, let's call that 030. And we're going to listen for that. VOR, which probably will come in. Do you see what we're missing? Looky there. That's looking lovely. Now, we're missing it on this heading, but I have a feeling it's going to outrun us. We're going to try to skirt up the east side of it here, see what happens, see if we can miss it, but I don't think we're going to. Let's bring that back over to an 020. We're going to flirt with it a little bit, but we'll see. Uh-oh. Oh, the rain's hitting us. A little bit of moisture. Some up ahead of us. We'll ride through it. We'll be okay. Let's go ahead and turn on some pizza heat, though. And some lights. That'd probably be a good idea. Looks like it's really raining over yonder. What I love is clearly it's raining, right? You can see the water zooming by us on the windows, right? Let's take a look. There's a little speck on the radar there, not much. So just that quickly, we flew around it. We're doing about 160 knots, so that's pretty good. We'll be all right. Still looking for that VOR. We have not captured it yet because we have no DME information here. Probably going to be a while before we see it. Uh-oh. Sounds like the rain was trying to catch up with us again. Yeah, we got a little bit, not much. Cool little golf course right there. You know what, though? Here's the great news. We are zooming right along out from underneath these clouds. As you can see, the sunshine on the ground in front of us. We're expecting about a 30-minute flight time here to Traverse City. Shouldn't take too long. I don't think the weather will bug us too much. I think right now we're coming out of the worst of it. Sure, we might catch a a cloud or two up there. Looks like I got a couple of them. But I think we'll be alright. Bring that manifold pressure back to about 21. The RPM's down a little bit as well. Sacrifice a little bit of speed, but right now, you know what? We don't need to. You see that? Look at that. Look at that. That's, yeah. Something getting it up there. We're probably, let's see what happens when I give us a little bit more range. See if we start picking anything else up here. We may or may not, I don't know. Might just be a cell. Everything's right on with us on the vertical profile. We'll just have to see what it brings us. Probably going to find a little bit more moisture before we get up the way here. Excuse me. Like some fog ahead. That's ooh, looks like it could get a little dicey when we get up to our first city. Where are we in Resolve? Unreal to Fremont. That's Fremont right there. So we're coming into an area that's pretty much IFR. So, you know, it could get a little dicey. Let this be a lesson of what you probably shouldn't attempt to do. I'm gonna get my other nav radio on here to see. Something going on spy flight. Ooh, boy, that deteriorated real quick. We're gonna go ahead and keep this altitude all the way to the scene of the crash, I guess. Wow, that turned into some quick soup. Well, we're still zooming along. Looks like the cloud layers out here are probably around 800 feet. Oof. Looks like that's going to be rough. You know, it might be lightening up a bit. I'm starting to see the ground, and I'm not pointed directly at it. So, however, that up there looks ugly. As you see it right here. we're gonna keep going. Seize what we find. Kind of hoping to have, it's a rather interesting looking place. I was kind of hoping to have picked up the VOR by now, but I'm not seeing either one of them going haywire here. There we go. Ah, a little clearing. Before it goes all to hell on us. Man, a little low ceiling today, for sure. Let's go ahead real quick and just put Traverse City into our nav. Back to... closer so I can see where we're dialing here. It would be so much nicer if I could just type this stuff in. I would like be so happy. KTVC. Wow, it's something out in New Zealand. TUV Finland? Cherry Capital, that's what we're after too. And we're 66.5 forward miles from Cherry Capital. So I would think any minute now we'd start picking up that VOR. Providing I've got the right VOR on. Let me verify. I thought that was 114.6. Let's see, channel 93. Let's see if I can get my ADF going here. Nope. Well, 114.6 TVC, that's what we should be reading. Oh, here we are in the world of soup again. Oof, this is rough. This is where the winds are going to start kicking us, I think. Definitely getting some weather. I think it might rain, guys. What do y'all think? Yeah, we're rocking and rolling a little bit here in the wind. Tell you what we're going to do. We are going to go ahead and give it a little more love on this throttle. Maybe push through this here. See if we can't make our way on up the road. Starting to see some lightning out here in the distance. That's always a fun thing. Oh, hey, guess what I just saw? For a split second, let's flip it back over. Yep. There we have. And we are on VOR, so what we're going to do is we're going to put it on VOR mode. Oh, we had it. We lost it. Crap. The storm is giving us the There it is. Right now the airplane's searching for the VOR. Keep losing it though. Right, flirting with the edge of it. You can tell when this VOR kicks up. Let's see, what course do we have set? 210. Oh, 210. Tell you what, let's do this. 020. Wind is really just pushing us around here. I think we might actually go up 1,000 feet and see if we get a better reading on that VOR. I think for right now we better just put it in heading mode. I don't know if it's a storm or if it's the... I know the storm's not helping us. We're definitely flying around and getting very, very disoriented. But you know, that's what happens. Technically, these are IFR conditions. We know where we're headed. We know what direction we should be going towards. We're a little bit off course for an 020, 021, yeah. Which is okay. According to my DME, we're 19 or 45 miles out, 18 minutes, which tracks essentially with what my computer here says. The bad news, I don't know, let's see, let's go down here to our weather radar. Oof. Well, we're going to still be facing some weather as we come in. This is the 40-mile stretch right there. So, vertical profile, it's really bad at the altitude that we are at or below. So, you know, we'll turn the gain down just, oh, not that. Definitely some love in the radar here. But we're doing all right now. Looks like the VOR's got us. Yeah, we're holding that VOR now. Now we're getting right on where we need to be. Aircraft is handling this weather pretty decent. 021 will put us right out. Looks like it's getting a little lighter out. We could be starting to come through, oh, for half a second there. Looks like we're just out to the west of Guy Vander Jagt Airfield. Guy Vander Jagt. Easy for me to say, isn't it? Well, we're zooming in here. 36.9 miles to the VOR, 40 miles to the airfield. We'll try to get set up for a, I guess an ILS landing. That's going to be interesting to see how that goes. I don't know. Maybe we can get it coming in. Let's see if we can pull up some information here on NavGraph charts. Here we go. Alright, so we're going to hide that. Where in the good lord are we? Flights, unload, hide. We are up here. And we should be on this line right here, okay? So, that's Pellston, okay. Oh, we're going to Traverse City, which is over here. Alright, so Traverse City's right there. Yeah, that's going to do us for tonight. That's going to be about where I can roll to. So we're going to open up the chart for Traverse City here. We'll take a look at it. What in the world are we listening to? Next. It's a little difficult to see when we're here when we're on in a rainstorm. Alright, so we're going to come in on 2.8. What in the world? Unstar that. Keep moving. Alright, so anyways, as I was saying before my music sent me swinging out there. we're gonna come in 2-8, so that'll be a pretty decent plan. 2-8 approach. ILS 2-8. Yeah, I think we can do that. Alright, so we want to go out to... Let's just go ahead and load the procedure. Well, I guess we went back to the old world saga. Select approach. Enter. ILS 2-8 off of... Not Kexo. We don't want Kexo. We want... Zyvax. There it is. Zyvax. So we're going to load that. We're going to go to our flight plan and we're okay. So we're going to clear this. Nope. Okay, Zyvax is going to be a direct track of 024. Heading on 024. Then we're going to turn right to 024. Uh-oh. Oh no. Simlink's not running. What? What in the Sam Hill is going on here? Well, who shut that off? Wait a minute, that was it, right? Pretty sure. Sorry, you have to see all my menus here. Navigraph, Simlink. There we go. Okay, still having to do a little bit of... Okay. Not now. Okay, so we should be running now. We should be able to get a... Well, I guess not. I guess we're gonna fly this one blind, kids. And when I say blind, I mean blind. Alright, so we're 21 miles from the VOR. Be there in 7 minutes. We should, I hope, start coming out of this weather here shortly. We're going to go ahead and take it down 1,000 feet and see if it's easier to see what the halibut's going on. I do see some breaks in the weather up ahead, so... I'm starting to see ground. Hey, what is that stuff up ahead? Really? We're not going 050. Hey! Hey! Looky there! I mean, there's more ahead, but I don't think it's that bad. I think we're still going to be able to see what in the halibut we're doing, but... could be wrong. Alright, go ahead and start obeying some speed limit here. There's the Manistee River right in front of us. The good old Manistee River. Ah, yes. No idea. I'm from Ohio. Oof. Looks kind of soupy, kids. Not sure where all that's going to take us, but we'll see. I tell you, it's kind of rainy. Kind of rainy. And then it clears up just like that. Alright, so we're going to Zvox. Zvox, from there we're going to go on a 009. Oop, is that Zvox right there? I don't think it is. Can't tell. We're so far out I can't tell. Oh my gosh. We hit Zvox, we're going to go to a 009 for 6.8 miles. We're going to change this over to 100.7. See if we start picking up. Oh, no, not you. I want the other one on that. 0.7. There we go. On a course of 279. Trying to figure out exactly what I need to do here. Oh, I think I see Zvox here. Tell you, it's a rainy day here in northern Michigan. It's going to be interesting landing as we start rolling around here. We are at 2,000 feet. Oops, I'm going to be a little low for the glide slope, unfortunately. Automatic direction finder has now found wind. Make the turn over to course 090. Sorry, heading 090. Now we're going to start watching for the locator to come in. Which we're going to be coming up at Mavley. Dump out some speed here right quick. Here we come. Coming up on TV, which is where our ADF is pointing towards. Right after that's going to be Ayada, which should be the intercept point. Start seeing it out here in the very near. I think I see some lights are flashing. I hear something. Outer marker. My aircraft. This could be a very poor landing, folks, huh? Maybe a fair warning. First of all, it's soupy as all get out. Means it's hard to see. Not getting a glide slope indication yet. So we're going to keep it right here at about 1,000 feet. Just that way I'm not taking off any houses. Go ahead and bring some prop down, or some prop. Bring some flap in. I see our runway now. It's out there. See what I'm aiming for anyways. Traverse City, Cessna 00 Mike. 5 mile final. Traverse City, Cessna 00 Sierra Michael. 0 Mike. Clear runway 27. 28. Taxi to parking. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be another successful flight here for us at WNFS Broadcasting. Thank you for joining us just a little before 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time here in the wonderful metropolis of Dayton, Ohio.